Yeah. Now the next film, I remember seeing this on TV. One time they actually gave this movie. One time. Maybe because I guess they couldn't cut it the right way for TV. Because I remember the ending though. And I know it's a slasher film called The Prowler. And I believe Tom Savini did the special effects for this film and everything like that. I remember seeing it a long time ago. It was in TV when I was a kid. Like, oh, it's pretty solid. It's pretty good. But do you remember anything much of it, Matt?
Yeah, I actually have the film on DVD.
Oh, you do? Okay, then good. You can give it more
the
insight.
commentary with the director and Tom Savini.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Joseph Zito, who directed The Burning, which... Did they skip The Burning on this thing?
I guess so, right? The Burning
was... We'll definitely go back to that.
The Burning...
But The Prowler, yeah, Joseph Zito had done The Burning... No, he didn't do The Burning. I'm a fucking idiot. Someone else did The Burning.
He did Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, which he teamed up.
Someone else did The Burning.
Which he teamed up with Tom Savini again. I think Tom Savini did the effects for Friday the 13th Part 4, final chapter.
Yeah, but Joseph Zito also did Red Scorpion.
Red Scorpion, yeah. Missing in Action, yeah, he did some action stuff. Yeah, amazing.
But yeah, you have a guy who takes place around World War II. Well, at the beginning, because this soldier gets like a Dear John letter, basically just saying the woman he loved has left him.
Yeah.
So he comes back in his uniform, and he kills this couple. He pushes like I want to say like it's a pitchfork. It's a rake or a pitchfork, and it's a really good special effect where it goes through both of them.
Yeah.
But then it's like many years later, they never found the killer, and they're having another. I think it was like a graduation. It was like a graduation party or graduation dance or something like that. And now this guy's back with his World War II uniform, like his fatigues.
Yeah, I think he's killing. I think he kills people with a bayonet, like a bayonet knife or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's some of them. Like, he kills a guy. There's one guy he kills with a knife, like straight down to his head.
Dang.
And it's a real good effect because you see another part of it go into the guy, like through the guy's chin on the bottom.
Wow.
And like the eyes turn white. Like I guess he's, something's happened with his eyes. And he kills a girl in a shower with a pitchfork. Not only kills her, but then lifts her up as she's dying. And there's another scene where there's another girl swimming naked in a pool, and I think he slits her throat. And it's sort of a mistake, but they liked it because it added a little bit to it. You see bubbles come out of the part of her throat that was slit, so it could have been like air bubbles from her lungs, so they took it as that. Oh. And the ending you mentioned, yeah, I mean, you find out, basically your two leads is a deputy, because the sheriff has went away on travel, and this other girl. And you find out that the killer is actually the sheriff.
Oh, really? So I remember the ending part in which there's a fight with a shotgun, with a struggle, and the killer gets his head blown off.
Yeah, the girl grabs it and blows his head out with a shotgun, and it's amazing, like the way it was constructed, the way the head gets blown up.
Yeah.
Kind of like Maniac style.
Yeah.
It's really graphic, and unfortunately, I mean, for me, the only thing I could get into this bit was the death scenes. The rest of it I couldn't really get into.
I think the movie's on YouTube, I think.
It might be.
Let's see, The Prowler's Deaths. Let's see.
But yeah, I mean, the rest of the film I couldn't really get into. I found it kind of boring. It was sort of like you wait for the next death scene, and then you get it, and then you just like, yeah. The characters were boring as fuck. Wow. Dialogue. Even, the World War II fatigue, it's like, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, if the rest of the movie didn't really do anything for me, it's just good. It's one of those films you see probably just for good kills. Other than that, there's really nothing else to run home about.
So the Prowler is a movie I guess I gotta see. Maybe that's why they only gave it once on TV, probably. They couldn't cut too much out, probably.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's see. I guess next one is some movie called Graduation Day.
Which, actually, I saw the trailer to it.
Alright, what'd you think
And
of
the
it?
reason I didn't want to watch it, the killer looks goofy, folks. This killer, it takes place in like a high school. This killer wears a fencing suit, like a sweatsuit, you know those gray sweatsuits
Yeah.
with a fencing mask, and he kills people like a lot of times with a fencing sword.
Oh no. Touche! Ah!
You know, there's another one where a guy, like, you know those pole vaults? I guess the guy pole vaults and the killer laid out some, like, sharp, like, nails, like, on the other side, so when he lands, he gets, you know, slammed down on all these sharp, they look kind of like the blades. Yeah, it just looked fucking goofy, man. It's Trauma released it, I think.
I mean, that's why, you know, it's Trauma Films, so, you know, they're not gonna go for a serious age, man. That's how they make their money on. They do the goofiness. Look at Toxic Avenger, you know.
Oh, that was one that, you know, Graduation Day, I saw the trailer and went, you know what, fuck this.
You rather watch Nukem High.
Yeah.
Shit.
But,
Now the next one I never heard of either. Bloody Birthday.
Bloody Birthday. It has a neat picture, like poster.
Yeah,
I
poster.
guess.
Yeah, poster with just a cake there. That's about it. Nothing on that one, I guess. Well, let's see, Nightmare seems familiar. I don't know if I remember it. I'm probably thinking about that anthology thing, Nightmares, with Emilio Estevez and Lance Hendrickson. Now that's different.
Yeah, let me see.
Are you gonna look up Nightmare or Bloody Birthday?
Let me look up Bloody Birthday because I want to see at least what this one's about.
All right, cool.
Let's see real quick.
Yeah.
Bloody Birthday, 81. You have shit. Okay, you have 3 children are born at the height of a total eclipse due to the sun and moon blocking Saturn. This already sounds retarded.
Oh God.
Which controls emotions. They have become heartless killers 10 years later. I can't even read it. It's fine. And are able to escape detection because of their youthful and innocent facades. A boy and his teenage sister become endangered when they stumble onto the bloody truth. What the fuck is this shit?
It sounds
Saturn?
like, is this shit from Tromaville or something? Troma? Sounds like a Troma plot.
It doesn't look like it.
The plot, the way it is with Saturn and planets, kind of, I don't know, it sounds goofy with this.
There's a solar eclipse and they're born on the same day and they go crazy, I guess. That's what it says.
I don't know. I pass on this one. Just seems weird. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't.
Alright. Can you look up
I
Nightmare?
proceed just for it. It sounds fucked up. Like, what the fuck's this? I'd see it once, but
maybe, I don't know. You see it, I'll watch your review on it. I'm curiosity what this is. You know.
I don't know where Nightmare is because there's 100 movies with Nightmare at the title.
With 1981 maybe. There's a lot of movies that came out that year, 1981 Nightmare.
No, they don't even. Oh, okay.
Oh, you found it?
Also known as Nightmare and a Damaged Brain.
It's 1981. All right, so
Let's see.
it's a synopsis for that. You know.
A mental patient who has trouble with horrible nightmares has escaped from his hospital. Now on the streets, he can't help killing innocent people. But there is one family he is more than interested in, and when he tries to kill them, he finds that it's not that easy. Wow, that doesn't sound fucking generic at all.
Family that's not that easy to kill. Wow. Are they martial artists or something?
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be an awesome movie if he comes in and it's like the family of, Bruce Lee or something.
Yeah, the family of Jackie Chan or something. And stuff like that. I kick your ass! Or Jet Li's family or something.
Yeah, Chuck Norris's family.
Yeah, with the chin has a fist in the beard. Go punch them right out like a Family Guy and shit.
But
Now, I I don't know about that movie. I don't know.
Oh, fuck that movie.
Now, the next one, I think you have the VHS tape of it. And one time when I asked you about it, you told me the movie sucked real bad.
Yeah, Happy Birthday to Me.
Yeah.
It's out on DVD. I did have VHS and I threw it away.
That's how bad it was, folks.
I just... Okay, everybody knows, like one of the posters is the guy getting killed with a shish kebab. I can't say the word.
Shish kebab. You got it. Go ahead.
And I know Glenn Ford, who you remember as, Clark Kent's dad in Superman.
Yeah.
This is just fucking boring as fuck. Like, I was, the ending, let me try to piece together the ending.
Alright, no problem.
I don't think I've ever told you this, so you'll shit a brick or something.
Alright, go for it. Why not? I'm not gonna see this fucking flick. I know that. Go.
Alright. The girl, you think one person is doing the killing.
Yeah.
Then at the end, there's this, like, supposedly there's almost this fake birthday party, and, like, all the people who have been killed have been set up. And I think the father comes in or something like that, and the girl who you think is, the father's daughter, you find that a girl looking just like her is right next to her. And she takes her face in Mission Impossible light, pulls it off, and it's a totally different girl. And so she's pretending to be this guy's daughter to make other people... I can't even fucking understand the end of myself, just describing it to you. It's like fucking gay Mission Impossible type shit. And I think this... I pushed it out of my mind, I fucking forgot. Fuck.
I'll take your word for it, bro. It's bad. Trust me.
It's just fucking gay ass shit, and nothing wrong with being gay. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if she got away with it.
Yeah, that would have made the movie suck more for me. I would have threw the tape out the fucking window.
I think she did get away with it at the end. I think. It sounded like fucking later on. I think. I swear she did get away with it at the end, and like she pretended to be this main girl, Virginia, but then she, I don't know how the fuck she did, Mission Impossible style, put her face on her. I don't fucking know. Fuck this.
Well, the movie sucks pretty much. If Matt to get rid of videotapes, whatever from a movie and stuff, movie's gonna be shit.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, just his opinion. That's all. So I think there are clips of this movie on there. So
yeah.
Now, that's one movie I want to go ahead Just Before Dawn, which the title sounds familiar, but I can't remember where I seen that title at.
I've heard of this film. I think the same guy who directed did, I think Squirm, or one of those movies. I know it's like about, George Kennedy's in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and look up the director real quick. Yeah, he did Squirm before this. Neverending Story 3. No, actually, he just wrote that, which is even sadder. Anyway, you have campers, they go out into the woods, and they're warned by a forest ranger, that's George Kennedy, that there's a, big fucking maniac out there, and they ignore him for some reason. So they set up camp, and they start disappearing one by one. And I know Greg Henry, the mayor in Slither.
Yeah.
He's in this. That's one of those campers.
I think maybe the reason I heard this name before, I think Mike might have used a clip from this movie, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was, the survival.
The survival thing, yeah. I think maybe that's right. Yeah.
I have this on DVD-R. I haven't watched it yet, but it seems like a entertaining slasher movie. Sort of wilderness slasher type. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's really like George Kennedy's in it.
Okay, of course. Yeah, I gotta give it a watch. Once again, I'll stay tuned for your review or any feedback you people have down there about Just Before Dawn. Stuff like that. I guess we gotta go to the next page now, right?
Yeah, the next one is actually The Burning.
Oh, okay. Now you got the next page. All right. Let me see if I can go back to the top over here.
Yeah, with Tom Savini doing the fets.
Yeah.
And The Burning was kind of, I guess, it's weird. I think Tom Savini opted not to do Friday the 13th Part 2 for this movie.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it basically is a Friday the 13th type movie.
Yeah.
With cropsy. I remember there's a prank that goes wrong, and the guy who runs a summer camp tips something over and burns himself, and he runs away, and he survives, and he's in the hospital for a while, and then I think he kills someone at the hospital and escapes, and he says to go back and kill the teenagers one by one, especially with these garden shears. Yeah. And I know a lot of people remember the movie because it has people like Jason Alexander.
I think you're talking Fisher Stevens is in the movie as well, from Short Circuit, Part 1 and 2.
Holly Hunter in a very, very small role.
Yeah? Wow.
And The Burning, I found a good slasher. I didn't hate the movie. I mean, there's always that scene everybody remembers where at the raft sequence, where he basically goes to town with the shears. I think he cuts Fisher Stevens' fingers off, and he just killing everybody left and right, and it's a hell of a sequence.
I think that scene is on YouTube. I think I remember seeing that sequence. Yeah.
Yeah,
you really display. You pretty much display, Tom Savini's work right there on that one. Yeah.
And I definitely think it's worth a watch. I think the killer at the end looks a little bit goofy looking. But at the same time, I thought for a slasher film, I think it's worth a look.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely worth a look.
Yeah. I gotta give that a watch, Burning. By curiosity. Yeah. Now, the next film, I think, is Deadly Blessing, which is the poster of it looks pretty nice. You got a girl with, nice boobs right there. I mean, not exposed, but one of the really...
Yeah, I think that's a Wes Craven movie.
Get out of here, really? Deadly Blessing?
Yeah, it's one that has Sharon Stone's in it.
Really?
I don't think I'd call it a slasher movie. From what I remember, I haven't seen it, but I think there's a religious group.
Oh, cult type of thing or
something? Yeah, a cult.
And I wonder if those are the Wes Craven films that he made for TV. I know he did a couple of those. He did one movie with Robert Urich and Susan Lucci that was made for TV, and there was one with Richard Crenna he did also. Made for TV type of movies.
Yeah, I don't really think this is a slasher movie. I don't know why this guy put it on the list. It seems more like a cult movie, kind of a little bit like The Believers, one of those type of movies, one of those.
Well, the next one is after that one is this movie. I think that the scary movie, the first two scary movies at least, owe a lot to, and that's called Student Bodies.
Yeah, I mean I think back then, 81 still, where they were making fun of the slasher films this early.
Yeah.
And okay, it's not as funny
as the scary movies. Yeah.
But I remember liking it. You have the killer named The Breather. That actually Richard Belzer played.
Richard
Belzer is the guy from, I think, Law and Order.
That's right, Richard Belzer. Yeah. Now I remember Law and Order, yeah.
And it was just, how do I put it? It's kind of like a lot of times that, obvious jokes. I don't know, just seeing something from
I remember seeing it a long time ago. My mom had the VHS tape of Student Bodies. It was just a fun movie, It wasn't, it made fun of the whole slasher thing, the cliches and everything like that, I gotta see it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. I hope it did hit DVD.
Yeah, it's on DVD.
Plain Bone, pretty much, right? Because I think Paramount released it, if I'm mistaken. Not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Student Bodies, I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it too, but I remember having fun with it too.
Yeah, I'm guessing, Keenan, Ivan Wayne, Sean and Marlon, they must have seen this movie in order to get the idea for scary movie. You know,
I doubt it. No.
Really? I mean, it's so much
They
influence.
never. If they have never, ever mentioned it.
Nah, they do not keep it deep to themselves. Oh, it was a creative project. It was something we came up with on the spot. Nah. They had to see student bodies. It's just like Adam Marcus when he did Jason Goes to Hell. What's The Hidden? I never heard of that movie. The Hidden? You know, you had to see The Hidden. Come on. Oh, man. But I remember enjoying Student Bodies. Pretty solid flick. Now, the next one, I believe you did review this one. And I remember I died laughing because you showed clips of it and everything like that. And
Yeah.
it looked like a fun movie, even though some death scenes look a little disturbing, but it looked like a fun movie because you see like little fuck-ups here and there.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Don't go in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a stupid song.
The DVD. Yeah. Don't go out into the woods tonight, or you will be killed.
He chop you up in little pieces, something like that.
Wait, sing that again?
Yeah, the song, the lyrics go, he'll chop you up in little pieces, something like that.
Yeah, it's like...
I remember you had it like in your intro, like, what the fuck is that? I'm over there opening my camera, so I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm over getting my drink, getting ready to watch my buddy's review over here, like, what the fuck is that shit? I said, what's this he watching? That scene you did, and you like laughing, and you're talking about the movie, and then you show clips of the commentary. You said the commentary is pretty funny as well.
Yeah, just it's three guys that they got, and they made fun of the movie the whole time.
Yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with the movie, but I thought it was pretty funny, actually. They made fun of it the whole time.
Oh, well,
It's one of those films I watch, and I went, you know what? It did entertain me. It's about, like, these four campers. They go out, they're backpacking.
Yeah.
And there's this guy, I don't know what the fuck, some weird-ass woodsman.
He's the wild man! There you go!
Yeah, he has this weird fucking shit on.
Yeah, like some kind of beads on his face or something.
He's like, how the fuck can he see straight? And, you know,
it's like they had an extra left over from Wes Craven's Hills Have Eyes or something. They threw him in that movie.
It's like they throw these sticks, but yet they act like spears. They look like just little teensy ass sticks.
I know. When you showed the ending of the movie and they're stabbing the killer, you see the machete bending.
Yeah.
The machete's like bending a bunch of times and shit.
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it.
I know you got one scene there with I guess a woman painting from what I seen in the clip. And it's like a baby there, and you see the killer come out of nowhere and fuck up the woman real badly. And shit, I was like, wow.
Yeah, he like stabs through her painting.
Your canvas and everything like that. Very graphic.
Steals her kid.
Steals the kid.
And then at the end, when the killer's dead, I guess the kid is still out there. You know, I don't know how the fuck he's going to survive, because it's a baby.
Yeah.
It's probably going to walk right off a cliff or something.
Poor thing.
They make it seem like it's going to be a sequel, so...
Like, how the baby's gonna survive, man? You gonna do shit itself or whatever? Come on, for the rest of his life? And then you got that music in the end. Don't go out of the woods alone, or something like that. He'll chop you up in little pieces, something like that.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen the movie, or if you backtrack, you look at Matt's reviews, I think he did review this movie a while back.
I did.
You know, and you hear, because he has that music in the intro, so it's hilarious. And then he has that thing where he's doing the moves, like, you know, like, that was the time when you had the Last Dragon intro, and you had that thing when you go on the karate moves and stuff, and you got the, don't go and do it like, this is hilarious. I mean, it look like, I haven't seen the movie, but it look like I really want to look like check it out. You know, just for the commentary, it's like it'd be fun. It comes part of a set, right? I think.
Well, it's on a double bill with that and one called The Forest.
The Forest, or whatever? Yeah.
Which, it's not... That was released in 82, and it's, I think, okay, they actually have that on here, so I'll get to that.
Alright. Well, you got Final Exam. I think I did see a trailer for that in Mike's channel, I think.
How did it look?
The what?
How did it look?
I don't know, if I remember a while back, it looked alright, you know, stuff like that. You know, I don't know if it's something I would run out and try to buy, but I don't know. Slasher movie.
It's boring as fuck.
A slasher movie in a school. Wow. How original, you know? Then again, it's 81. Everybody's just coughing them out left and right during the early 80s, man.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we don't have much info on this. All I know is I've heard that this film sucks.
Yeah.
So that pretty much takes the cake for it then.
Now, have you heard of Absorb? Because I never heard of that shit.
Absurd.
Absorb? I know I know the song Observe. That's the one that's in that Sin City where you see Jessica Alba, Nancy, and that's Nancy Callahan shaking her ass, you know. The Spider-Man. Observe. Ding, 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 ding. That music and shit. When she's dancing and stuff. That's Nancy Callahan's theme, you know, like that. That's the only thing I know about Observe, and I don't know nothing about a movie called Observe.
No, I don't know nothing about it, so...
Okay, another skip. That's it. Bloody Moon.
Bloody Moon.
Sound like a name of a gay porno. Bloody Moon. And over.
Oh yeah, that's a porn I would not want to see.
Me neither. Fuck that. Man, it's like that thing when you were trying to say blood and bone and you fucked up. You said blood and cum. You remember that one, man?
Yeah, I remember this. All it says here is you have girls killed at a language school in Spain.
Wow, sounds like
it's
interesting.
Like nothing to.
Wow.
It's like they said, "Fuck this," we're not even going to talk about it.
Yeah, night school. People getting killed trying to get their GED. That's fucked up.
School.
Night school. Slumber Party Massacre seems familiar. I don't know. Maybe the titles. I don't know. Is that a mainstream movie or something?
Oh yeah, Slumber Party Massacre. I haven't seen that. I've seen the parts of the sequel, but I know this one was. You have a girl who's she's left at home by her parents, and they have a slumber party.
Wow.
And you have a guy who has power tools, including the drill, and gets his way into the party and starts killing women left and right.
I think the sequels was some guy that looks like Elvis with a drill on the guitar.
Yes.
That's the sequel. Yeah.
That's the sequel. Like he has a rock and roll guitar.
Yeah.
It's a drill as well.
That looks like a goofy movie, that sequel. But the first one, does it look serious or it looks kind of like a goofy movie?
Well, it looks a little bit goofy because I think that's the one where there's like a pizza delivery guy who dies, and the girl still takes a piece of the pizza. And, like, I don't want to let it go to waste or something like that.
Oh no!
I know this was strange because it was directed by a woman.
Oh really?
Which is rare because I think there's a lot of nudity and some gore.
Wow.
I think there's a lot of nudity, but it's weird. Like a female director and a female writer, and you know.
Well, she was trying to put it in good taste, maybe, like and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty strange, but I haven't seen it, so I couldn't really say it's good or not.
Well, I would like to give it a watch someday. Or something. It seems like a goofy, fun movie. I mean, slasher, you know, maybe. Now, talk about a little bit of goofiness, but fun, you know. The next movie is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
Steve Miner, yeah.
You got that disco thing with it. That's what I remember. Harry Manfredini said that funny story about this movie that he just came into the that part of the song. That's it. And then I'm like, it's a music that's stuck in your head. That thing, shit.
Yeah, but this is the one with the Jason gets his hockey mask.
Yeah, that's right. And you get some good kills in here too. Some little bit of, you know, weird 3D effects and stuff, you know. I think
they don't really work nowadays, but that's the problem with 3D movies.
Yeah, when it comes to I guess time, you know, they don't age that well, but it's still a fun movie. It's not bad. Richard Brooker playing Jason. He kind of is like a pervert almost without the mask. Jason, like he's like,
that. It's like when his face, it was always kind of creepy because he was always sort of trying to hump that lead girl, it seems.
Like, hey, like he's smiling and shit, you know.
I always liked some of the characters, like the comic relief guy, Shelly.
Shelly was one of the reasons how Jason got his hockey mask, pretty much.
Yeah.
Shelly brought that shit as a gag. That's another thing he does. He's like these gags in the movie, which they look like he's actually getting killed, but he's not. It's a joke, and it backfires when he finally gets pwned. You know, they don't take him seriously. They think he's really fucking joke. Shit. They have that scene that makes you go ouch every time you see it. The fucking guy doing a handstand. That's one of the reasons I don't think to this day I don't want to dare learn how to do a handstand, even though I know, you know, no one's coming into my house, but still, just a scene like that, somebody just coming out there and fucking you up like that, you know.
Right.
You know, and Jason, the way he does it with the machete, it's kind of like he went, fuck you, and yeah, ah! Like the guy's voice changed.
Exactly.
You know, you got little winks. You got little winks to the first movie. Like, there's a woman in a hammock. She's reading a Fangoria magazine, which I think there's an article she's reading there about Tom Savini, and she gets stabbed through the hammock, I believe, right?
Yes.
Which I don't understand how they did that scene, because in the original, it's a bed. You know somebody's under the bed. Who the fuck was under the hammock? Maybe the way the camera was positioned, maybe? I don't know. But it's a little wink to that Kevin Bacon death scene.
That's true.
And then the ending, of course, where the lead girl on the raft, on the boat, and this time Pamela Voorhees jumps out with the worms and the maggots or whatever in her face and just grabs the girl, pushes her in the water. That looked a little more scary to me than the... Oh, there's a funny story about that movie. When I saw it as a kid, the scene where the lead girl's boyfriend gets his head crushed and you see the eye pop out. When I was a little kid, that scene always made me like curl my eyes a lot. Or I had to go get out of the living when I seen that scene, like myself, just get out of there like, ah. But I look at it now it's just hilarious because it looks so fake. It's just like a dummy with a guy's face going, then you see boing, little spring, you know?
That's true, yeah.
It looks fake now, even though they kind of take some of that for the Bloody Valentine remake with the 3D effect, you know, with the CGI, you know, with the eyeball thing, you know. But it's a fun film, you know, it's not a bad movie. I like that. I'm a little addicted to that theme.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it. I always had fun with the good death scenes. I like some of the characters, actually, at least the Shelly character.
Yeah.
I liked, I don't know, I always had fun with that. I didn't find many problems, except the 3D effects got a little bit annoying. Yeah. But the bikers who get pwned, especially the one black guy, who you think he's dead, then he comes back and Jason just beats the shit out of him, basically.
He cuts his arm off, and that's it. Ah! Yeah. Shit. That's funny. Stuff like that. But it's a fun movie. I love Friday the Part 3, you know. I'll get that on my collection. I gotta get that. And I heard the new DVD comes with 3D glasses.
Yeah, I don't know if it really works. I think it might look more like a hologram.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe for a collector or me, I'll probably end up getting it. I don't know. Most likely, the first one I'll probably get is Part 7. Because Part 7 got a deluxe edition recently. And stuff with the commentary with John Carl Buechler and Kane Hodder. And I think Lowell Park...
Yeah, I think it's the same one from the box set, yeah.
Lowell Park Lincoln actually did a commentary on the box set? I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh, okay, maybe... Oh, if it's with her, then okay, it's different.
Yeah.